Hi, folks. You might be aware that I've been traveling for the holidays. Unfortunately, I seem to have come down with something. I haven't been sick in a good long while, and even longer than that I've been sick like this. One of my family members has guardianship of a fragile special needs baby, and we can't have the baby getting sick with whatever it is that I've got. So I came home and will be spending a few days getting well. I do have a couple of words that you all have requested for word of the day, and we'll hang on to those until I can read them without falling into paroxysms of coughing. Until then, I'll find some episodes from previous years to run for you. I appreciate your thoughts and prayers as I get better. We'll talk soon.
Hi there, and welcome to This Day in History for November 20th. November 20th is the 324th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, 325th in leap years, with 41 days remaining to the end of the year. Today's word is meander. Meander can be a noun or a verb. As a noun, meander means a winding path or course, like a labyrinth. Meander can also mean a turn or winding of a stream. As a verb, meander means to follow a winding or intricate course, as in a crack meandered up the wall. I think a definition of meander you're more likely to see, though, is to wander aimlessly or casually without urgent destination. To ramble, as in, left to her own devices, she'd meander all over the neighborhood. Meander comes to us from Greek. First known use as a noun is in 1599 and 1612 as a verb. Meander. And with that, we've talked in recent days about the Articles of Confederation, which served as America's first constitution. We also mentioned that once that was ratified, it stood as the law of the land until the current Constitution could be written and put into effect. The original Constitution, by the way, had 7 articles. Those 7 articles addressed such matters as establishing a legislative branch, granted with certain enumerated powers and tasked with passing laws, the establishment of an executive branch, which includes the President of the United States and lines out how said president is to be elected. Article 3 established the judicial branch, Supreme Court, and such as that. Article 4 of the Constitution addressed matters regarding the states. Some pretty interesting stuff there, I might say, but we won't dwell on it right this minute because we do have other things to talk about. Article 5 covers how to alter the Constitution, including amendments and ratifications thereof. There's a pretty specific order of operations for that. Article 6 discusses the supreme law of the land and forbids a religious test for holding a government position. This one also talks about debts incurred by the country. Article 7 sets the number of state ratifications required for the Constitution to be ratified. And once the Constitution was established, changes could be made by applying amendments to the Constitution. Sure enough, just about as soon as the Constitution was put into operation, here came the amendments. There have been many amendments proposed to the Constitution in the last 200 plus years, and 27, I believe, have made it all the way through the process. And of course, there have been a number of others that have gone unratified. Some have expired. But the first 10 amendments, also known as the Bill of Rights, were sent out to the states for ratification in 1789. And on November 20th, 1789, New Jersey was the first state to ratify the Bill of Rights. Today's song is Up Where We Belong by Joe Cocker and Jennifer Warnes. It had been recorded for the movie An Officer and a Gentleman, and they got Grammys for it, Joe Cocker and Jennifer Warnes. The songwriters, Jack Nietzsche, Buffy St. Marie, and Will Jennings, also got Academy Award and Golden Globe Awards for Best Original Song. Beautiful song, great voices, gives me goosebumps. Up Where We Belong entered its third week in the #1 spot on November 20th, 1982. Link in the description. And I think that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this video with the link in your email, messaging, or social media. If you enjoy this series, you can check out the playlist that contains these videos. I'll put a link to that in the description. That playlist lives on YouTube, so for other platforms, I'll include a link to my blog page that's called No Really. You can also find me on Rumble, BitChute, and Odyssey. All those links in that description. Alrighty, that's all I can think of right now. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. This is the birthday.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
I wasn't talking to you. Phone. Okay. Cacophony is a sound. Cacophony is a noun that... I'm going to have to look that up. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. Alrighty. You got to read it the right way. Let's start over. It's 8 o'clock, so all of the reminders are going to be dinging. I forgot to turn those off. Okay, stop it. It's 8 o'clock. Don't alienate people who can be helpful to you. Flinging happiness all over the place. Alrighty, back to work. I think we got it this time.